your butter. If it's unsalted butter like this is, make sure you add a pinch of salt. But we're gonna start off with the graham crackers. It's about 15 or 16 of these entire graham crackers to make what you need. It's a cup and a half of graham cracker crust. So all you do is you take whatever blender or mixer thing you have, just kind of squeeze them in there. I'm using a little one to make less of a mess, so I'm gonna have to do a couple pulses and then mix it up. Okay, well, you might want to make sure they're open first. Aha. All right, so I'm gonna pour some of this out. Put this in there. Put it on. Mine's pretty strong, so I only have to pulse it a couple times. Once you see it's powder like that, that's when you know you're good to go. Let's move these to the here. So we need a cup and a half of this. So here's a half cup. Back up a little bit, back up. Okay. Here's a half cup. Obviously you don't need to have like super scientific measurements. There's 1/2. That's almost another half, so we're gonna keep it going. If you buy the Honey Made stuff, you're gonna need almost 2 of these packages. And one is losing her mind with or something. All right. Let's just take this much. This is gonna be more than enough, but whatever. One second, I'll let the notes out. Okay, our second thing. So that makes 1 cup and then another half. All right. That is our cup and a half of graham crackers.
Smells good.
1/3 of a cup of sugar. Take this over here. Pull out your sugar. 1/3 cup. Boom. Put these graham crackers away so I don't spill them all over the ground, because I will. And then you just kind of give it a mix. Now, ideally, you don't want to be doing this in your pie bowl, and you don't need to have one of these pretty glass pie bowls. Any pie bowl will work. It could be metal, it could be whatever. I just bought this because, you know, vanity. So, mix the sugar in nice and good. Then you want to move this over to a bowl like I should have had to begin with. Get a little bowl here. Take this, put it into the bowl. Trying to make too much of a mess since I put it in the wrong container to begin with. All right. Now we need 5 tablespoons of butter. Again, counts it out for you. Pretty simple. Now, since I'm using unsalted butter, take a little bit of salt, just a small pinch, about that much, not a whole lot, just a little bit. Your butter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut it off, open it up, put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds, stir it up. So it's still kind of together, so you take it, I take a little knife and kind of move it around, make it smaller, it melts faster. Let's try it for another 20 seconds. Maybe you're gonna make her dizzy.
Okay.
All right, nice and melted. That. Pour this in. Now this is going to be a little bit wetter than the crust on the cheesecake, but that's fine. So you mix it all up, and you're going to find out this butter disappears really fast. So you want to make sure you give it a nice mix so that everything gets a little bit of butter. So you should be preheating your oven to 375 while you're mixing these up. Make sure the butter doesn't stick to the sides. Once you think it's got a really good mix, like this, all right, that's pretty good. It looks pretty even now. Just gonna pour it in your pie dish. Back up a little bit, sweetheart. Pour it in your pie dish, like that. Okay, shake it up a little bit. It's gonna seem really dry, that's fine. It's okay if it's really dry. So you're gonna start off, push the middle down nice and flat. You wanna get some over to the edges like this. How high you wanna go up on your crust is up to you, but as you push it flat, it's gonna start spreading out, and that's what you want. You wanna be able to make a little bit of a shape on the edges here. You're gonna see some cracks in there, that's fine. You get to push them out later. It's like Play-Doh. Push it all down. I like to leave the very edges on the outside, just a little bit of extra crust so it keeps its shape better, but that's up to you. The big thing is once you push down, try not to move your hand over. That's how you get the cracks. You're trying to do it fast, if you're trying to do a video, for example. All right, so once you get your crust together like this, you're gonna put it in the oven, 375 for 10 minutes. After it's done, and it doesn't matter what it looks like, 10 minutes and take it out. After that's over, set it on top of your stove and let it cool.